Experiment 4. Separation of a mixture. First, prepare 100 ml of hot water bath in a 250 ml beaker. Be sure to add a stirring rod to prevent water from boiling over. Next, obtain a 11 cm filter paper. Try to fold your filter so that it would fit right onto your funnel. Weigh it and record the mass. This will be used to obtain sand weight from your unknown sample. Weigh out about 2.5 grams of an unknown sample on a weighing paper using a scoopula. Fold the weighing paper so that once you weigh the samples, it'll be easier to transfer. Record the mass. Now we're gonna set up for gravitational filtration. First, put the stemless funnel onto a 100 ml beaker. Then add your pre-weighed filter paper. Then condition it with the hot water that you prepare in the first step. Then, using either a folded paper towels or the silicone mini pot holder to grab the hot beaker from the hot plate and pour about 25 ml into the 50 ml graduated cylinders. Grab a 50 ml beaker and Pour all of your unknowns into the 50 ml beaker. Then pour your 25 ml of hot water into the beaker. Then stir with a stirring rod to dissolve all the white substances. You may put the beaker with mixture on the hot plate and stir the mixture with a stirring rod to dissolve most, if not all, of the white substances. Once all your white substances are dissolved, pour the entire content into your gravitational filtration system. Be sure to use your stirring rod to guide the sample into your gravitational filtration system. Then grab your plastic pipette and rinse your stirring rod with the hot water. Then you want to use your hot water to rinse your beaker so that all the contents in the beaker would go into your gravitational filtration system. Try to rinse the beaker with minimum amount of hot water, but at the same time you want to transfer all the contents from the beaker to your gravitational filtration system. Once all the liquids has transferred through the filter, grab the filter and place it onto a watch glass. Then take the sample to the oven to get it dry. Obtain an ice bath and place your filter substance into the ice bath. Test your balance if it's not at a 0. Then grab a 7 centimeter filter, weigh it, and record the mass. Then bring your filter back to your benchtop. Place your pre-weighted filter into your vacuum filtration system. Then grab some ice cold water and condition your filter with the ice cold water. Be sure to turn on your vacuum before conditioning your filter. Once the filter is conditioned, grab your sample from the ice bath and then pour it into your vacuum filtration system. Be sure to use ice cold water to rinse out your beaker until all the contents are in your vacuum filtration system. Once all the liquid passed through the filter, turn off your vacuum At this point, you are done with vacuum filtration from your workbench. You can release your filter flask from the 3-ring clamp as well as from your vacuum hose. And take your Bushnell funnel and your black rubber rings for your funnels to the hood. Put your Bushnell funnel with your black ring onto a filter flask under the hood. Turn the vacuum on. And then pour in some petroleum ether onto your filter. Be sure to filter all the liquids out. Once all the liquid has been filtered out, turn off the vacuum and take your Bushnell funnel and black ring back to your bench top. Dump the filter petroleum ether into a waste bottle. Using a spatula, take your filter out from the Bushnell funnel and place it onto a watch glass. Try to collect as much sample as possible from the Bushnell funnel and transfer it to the filter. Weigh out a 100 ml beaker and record the mass. Transfer the liquid that we collected from the vacuum filtration into a pre-weighted 100 ml beaker. Place the 100 ml beaker with the content onto a hot plate, and we're going to boil all the liquid out. Once all the liquid has evaporated, grab paper towel or a silicone holder and place the beaker onto a watch glass. Weigh and record the mass of the sand sample and the acetanilide sample. Once you're done weighing, dump the sand sample into the solid waste and keep the acetanilide sample. After the beaker has cooled to a room temperature, weigh the beaker and record the mass. And now we're going to use the melt temp to determine how pure your acetylene is. Grab a capillary tube and on the open end side, grab a little bit of acetylene into your capillary tube. Tap the capillary tube lightly onto the bench top so that rest of the acetylene will go down the capillary tube. Then turn on the melt temp. Do not crank it all the way instantly. Just crank it up to about 1/3 of the way, and then insert your capillary tube into one of the slots in the melt temp. You can actually read up to 3 capillary tubes at a time.